Sometimes love arrives quietly, not with a grand announcement, but with a look, a shared smile, and the feeling that someone has finally made an ordinary day feel like home. This is the story of Shira and María, two women who found each other and discovered that choosing a life together would require more than saying yes. It would require patience, courage, and the strength to protect something tender from everyone else's expectations. When María decides to stay and build a home with Shira, their happiness feels simple. They unpack boxes, share small celebrations, and imagine all the ordinary mornings still waiting for them. A new home does not need to be perfect. It only needs to hold the two people who are ready to fill it with memories. But every relationship carries a past. Sometimes that past appears as an old friend. Sometimes it arrives as an ex-girlfriend, standing in the middle of a beautiful moment and reminding one partner of everything that came before. Shira is warm with the people she once loved. To her, kindness is not a promise to return. It is simply kindness. María sees it differently. She watches the easy smiles and the familiar laughter, and a quiet uncertainty begins to grow inside her. That is the difficult part about jealousy. It rarely begins with evidence. It begins with a question. Am I still the person she chooses when the past is standing nearby? Then, in the middle of an ordinary day, a ring falls from María's bag. Shira sees it, and for one bright second, the whole future seems to open in front of her. She believes María is asking her to stay forever, and with a heart already full of hope, Shira says yes. The moment is beautiful. It is also a misunderstanding. María never planned to propose. The ring was meant to be something else entirely. Yet, sometimes an accident reveals a truth that people were not ready to say aloud. Shira is disappointed, but the disappointment does not erase her love. María is overwhelmed, not because she loves Shira any less, but because the future has suddenly become crowded with decisions, guests, family opinions, and promises she never had time to imagine. One woman dreams of a celebration surrounded by hundreds of people. The other dreams of a quiet life where love can breathe. Neither dream is wrong, but love becomes fragile when one person's vision begins to speak louder than the other person's heart. When Shira's family learns about the engagement, excitement spreads quickly. Plans are made before the couple has even had time to understand what they want. Everyone means well. Everyone wants to help. And yet, good intentions can still feel like pressure when they leave no room for a couple to choose their own pace. The hardest meeting is with Shira's grandmother. She is guarded, suspicious, and unwilling to welcome María. Her judgment is shaped by old wounds, old fears, and a history that she still carries close to her. María enters the room hoping for kindness, but receives distance instead. For Shira, this creates a painful conflict. She loves her grandmother. She loves María. And for a moment, it seems as if she must choose one loyalty over the other. But María is not asking Shira to erase her family. She is asking for something smaller and more important, to be defended when she is being treated unfairly. She wants to feel that her love is not a secret, not a compromise, and not a burden Shira must carry alone. At the beach, María finally admits how tired she is. The wedding has become too large, too public, and too distant from the quiet promise that brought them together. Everywhere she looks, there is another reminder of Shira's past, another person who once mattered, another decision being made for them. Shira listens. This time, she does not rush to explain. She does not try to make the discomfort disappear. She simply stays present. That is where emotional safety begins. Not when conflict vanishes, but when both people are allowed to tell the truth without being punished for it. There is also something tender in the way María looks away before speaking. She is not trying to punish Shira. She is trying to find the courage to say what she needs. And Shira, for once, gives her enough silence to finish the thought. Then María tells her the truth about the ring. There was no plan, no secret proposal, just an accident, followed by a future that arrived too quickly. Shira feels the sting of it. She had already pictured a life together. She had already let herself believe that María was ready. But beneath the hurt, she discovers something honest about herself. She does want to marry María, not because her family expects a wedding, not because an old ring has given the moment meaning, because Maria is the person she wants beside her when the noise becomes quiet. So Shira makes a new choice. She reaches for the ring she carries close to her heart, and this time, there is no misunderstanding, no assumption, no audience demanding an answer. She asks Maria to marry her because she has listened, because she has understood, because love is not measured by how loudly a promise is announced, but by how carefully two people protect each other's freedom inside it. Maria says yes, not to a perfect wedding, not to a family script. She says yes to Shira, to the life they can build together, and to the possibility that their relationship can become a safe place for both of them. The families still have their own feelings. The past is not magically erased. The grandmother still has to confront her fear, and Maria still has to heal from being made to feel unwelcome. But change begins when someone decides that love deserves a chance to be seen clearly. For Maria, returning to her family would have been easier than staying inside a place where she felt judged. For Shira, searching for her after the argument means accepting that love cannot survive on affection alone. It also needs action. It needs boundaries. It needs the courage to say, "This is my life, and this person matters to me." When the families finally gather, the couple is no longer trying to perform happiness for anyone else. They are simply together. They can smile, breathe, and let the celebration belong to the people who truly understand what it cost to arrive there. Later, Shira places the family ring on Maria's finger. This time, it carries a different meaning. It is no longer a symbol of tradition used to divide them. It becomes a quiet bridge between generations, a sign that love can transform what fear once protected. And in the end, their story is not about a perfect proposal. It is about learning how to choose each other again and again, through jealousy, through family pressure, through misunderstandings and difficult conversations. Because soft love is not weak love. Soft love listens. Soft love repairs. Soft love makes space for two people to become more honest, not less. Shira and Maria do not need everyone to understand their story immediately. They only need to keep writing it together. And this time, there is no accident, no confusion, and no one else deciding what their future should look like. There are only two women, one shared promise, and a love that finally feels like home.
Let the whole world fall apart. I'll follow every trace you leave, through every city, every dark. You're the only